ugonjwa wa mamangu. Mamangu alivunjika mguu akienda bafu, akaanguka akateleza, and she broke her leg. So we took her to hospital, akawekwa chuma, and then unfortunately it did not hold, and she developed a complication. She went to ICU. So when it did not hold, she stayed in bed for 3 years, unable to walk, and she was using a wheelchair because she was not willing to go back to hospital. And because they had told her, she was about 70, they had told her they have to remove the metal and then take her to ICU because she already had a complication with the heart, and then go home, recover, stay for a few months, then again take her to theater, put another metal, and then take her again to ICU and go home. So she was not willing to have the operation done because she felt that it was too much, having to go in and out and all the time talking about ICU. So she was bedridden for about 3 years, and finally when she accepted to go, we did a harambe, and we prepared to go to India. So as we were preparing to go to India, just 2 days before we left, she lifted herself up as she was trying to move, and she broke her arm. So at that point we knew there was a problem with her bones. Yet we had done many tests here, and they had told us there's nothing wrong, her bones are okay, and she has no issues, that they are strong and they are good. So here in Kenya, we knew that her bones are okay and she's good to go. So we arrived in India, and there we were taken straight to theater. They did some tests before they took her to theater, and they put the plate. Then we were discharged home. We stayed for about a month waiting for her to recover, and then we started asking, now when are we going to handle the arm, because she was still having a fracture. By that time the doctors already knew that there was a problem, but they had not told us. So we decided to push it, and they kept taking us round and round, and it was quite devastating when they finally told us that she has multiple myeloma, which is a cancer, and it spreads all over, affects the organs, affects your body. It already was in stage 4. So now she gave up, because as I said, when somebody hears about cancer, they get shocked, they get depressed, they get sad. So we tried to talk to her, but already it had started affecting her organs. So she started having fluid in the chest, maji kuja kwa kifua. So they kept draining the water from the chest. Then after that she had kidney failure. They started doing dialysis, and then finally she was put in a respirator. So we lost her in India. And it is sad that when we were in Kenya, we never knew that already she had cancer and no tests were done. So when we went there, we did not have any idea. It never came to our mind that we were dealing with cancer. All we knew is that there's a problem with her bones, and that we were going to have her bones fixed and come back home. So I would advise that if you see that umeenda hospitali, and when we saw that the bone was not holding the first time, maybe I feel we would have gone for more tests. We would have taken more action, we would have been more aggressive. But because she was not complaining, hakuwa na uchungu, hakuwa na mahali na muuma, hakuwa na mahali anakula vizuri, and she was good. She had, her kidneys were okay, kwa sababu hata tukifanya blood test, her kidneys were okay, her chest x-ray was okay. So there are things that we overlook, but we learn the hard way. And ukiona kama sasa vile tuliambiwa bones zake haikushika, maybe we'd have gone a step further. But the step further we went, we were told that her bones are okay here in Kenya. So we accept it is God's will, but I also feel there's a gap in our medical management, and also even there when we went, we were not told in due time. So we lost her in India, and I believe that maybe you could have done something better, something in a different way. But I'm doing this to educate that when you see you are being told you have a bone problem, go a step further. Do many tests as possible to find out exactly what is the bone issue or whatever issue, because your body inakwambiaga kuna shida, lakini sisi tunaibeba virahisi, kwa sababu sisi tulipoona amevunjika hata mkono, tungekuwa na questions tunajiuliza, kwa nini mifupa inavunjika? Kwa sababu hata by the time alikuwa naenda, alikuwa hata amevunjika mbavu, amevunjika clavicle hapa kwa shoulder, all her bones started breaking. So by the time she was going, all her bones were broken. So ni vizuri at least ukisikia uko na shida, pole pole unafanya tests.